Well, hello. Today we're going to look at how do we write equations of lines. The first way that we're going to look at is if we're given a slope and a y-intercept. So if I'm given m, the slope, and b, the y-intercept. So let's look at this graph and see if we can find m and b. B, the y-intercept, is always going to be the easiest thing to tell from a graph. Here I can see that I hit the y-axis at -2. So this b is equal to -2. And then the slope, we count rise over run. So between these 2 points, I go up 1, 2, 3, and run over 1. So my slope is just 3 over 1, which is 3. Now that I have my m and b, I can take y equals mx plus b and substitute in the values. Y equals 3x minus 2. All right, now you try. You're given m is equal to -4 over 5 and b is equal to 3. So press pause, see if you can write the equation of the line. All right, so what you should have had is y equals -4 over 5x plus 3. And this time it was plus because we had a positive y-intercept. All right, well, what if you're given a slope and a point? Well, then you'll use the point-slope formula, which is, very cleverly named for as the formula that you need to use whenever you're given a slope and a point. The point-slope formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, if you're wondering why I use so many different colors in this, it's because m is our slope, and then this colored x1 and y1, these are a point, okay? So whenever we give like a x1, y1, that's a fixed point, whereas this y and x are just going to remain y and x. Well, let's try an example. We're going to write the equation of the line that passes through 5, 4, and has a slope of -3. So let's define our variables real quick. 5, 4, that's our x1 and y1. So x1 is 5, y1 is 4, and the slope is -3. So now I just plug all this stuff into the formula. Y minus y1 is equal to our m times x minus the x1. Okay, the next step is going to be to distribute. So we distribute this -3. We get y minus 4 is equal to -3x. Now notice -3 times -5 is positive 15. And then I just want to get y by itself. I'm solving for y. So I add 4 to both sides. And y equals -3x plus 19 is the equation of the line that passes through 5, 4 and has a slope of -3. All right, let's try that again, but this time let's mix things up a little bit. We're going to write the equation of a line that passes through -2, 3. So I've got my x1 and y1. x1 is -2, and my y1 is 3. But this time, I want to be parallel and perpendicular. So I'm going to write two different equations to the line y equals -4x plus 1. So my original slope is -4. We just got that right here from this equation. The slope is always attached to the x. So now I'm going to let's do part A, part B. If the original slope is -4, what will the parallel slope be? The slope parallel, well, parallel lines have the exact same slope, so this would be a slope of -4. So let's fill in our equation. Y minus y1, 3, equals our m, so -4 times x minus -2. So x minus -2, that's the same thing as just x plus 2. we'll distribute the negative 4. Y minus 3 equals negative 4x minus 8. Add 3 to both sides. So y equals negative 4x minus 5 is the line parallel to negative 4x plus 1, but passes through the point negative 2, 3. Now for perpendicular, we need to find the slope perpendicular. Remember that it's an opposite reciprocal. So our original slope is negative 4, which is the same thing as negative 4 over 1. So the reciprocal would be 1 over 4. And the original was negative, so now this one's positive. This is the slope perpendicular. So I'm going to let you finish this out. So just pause the video and then check to see if you got your answer right. All right, so we should have ended up at y equals 1/4 x plus 7 over 2. And if you're wondering how I got this 7 over 2, it's because I added 1/2 to 3, and 3 1/2 is the same thing as 7 over 2. Another way that you could do it is that this 3 is the same thing as 6 over 2. So 1 over 2 plus 6 over 2 is 7 over 2. All right, finally, we're going to look at writing equations when you're only given 2 points. Whenever we have this, we have 3 steps. We're going to find the slope between those 2 points. We're going to choose one of the points, just one, and plug it into the point and slope formula, and then solve for y. All right, so we have the points 5, negative 2, and 2, 10. So the first step is going to be to find the slope between those 2 points. So I plug it into my slope formula. y2 minus y1. 10 minus negative 2 is 10 plus 2 over 2 minus 5. So this would be 12 over negative 3. So my slope is negative 4. Now we're at a point where we have to choose one point to use. It doesn't matter if we use 5, negative 2 or 2, 10. We'll get the same equation. So you can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to choose 2, 10 just because both of these are positive. So that's what I'm using. So I'm going to go y minus y1, which was 10, equals my slope times x minus the x1, 2. And now we just go through the exact same steps. Distribute the negative 4, so y minus 10 equals negative 4x plus 8. Add 10 to both sides, y equals negative 4x plus 18. This is the equation of the line that passes through both 5, negative 2 and 2, 10. And that's how we write the equations of these lines. Goodbye.